You saw him in Star Wars. You saw him in The Empire Strikes Back. You saw him in The Return of the Jedi. But here today, in person, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Anthony Daniels.
Indeed, another photo opportunity. So, whilst I'm standing here, we might just as well take a pose, okay? I will pose for you. Well, never mind. Hello. No. You can come in a bit. Come in. Now this. Good, that's it.
Hello.
So, somebody working here, are we on? Right.
Yeah, you are, young man. Thank you very much. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm sure.
Does this work? Hello? Yes, right. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. So, that was the original Darth Vader. I collared James Earl Jones in the studio in New York one day, and I said, could you do an announcement that I can use later on? And he recorded it very straight, and then I went back to the studio and I put Darth Vader breathing on the spaceship and the music. Sadly, of course, since then we've made 3 more movies, so it's slightly out of date as an intro, because of course I've been in all of them.
You've been in all 6, haven't you? You've had the beginning line in the first one and the last line in the final one as well.
I'm the only actor to be in all 6 movies, which is odd, because as many of you may know, I refused to meet George Lucas for the first one, because why would I, a serious actor, want to be in a robot suit talking in a funny voice? But my agent made me go and meet him, and there we are, all these years later, 32 years later, I'm now the only person in all. And as you say, anybody remember the first line of Star Wars: A New Hope? Anybody? Does anybody remember that line? Who's a real nerdy fan who knows all these sort of things? Anybody? There's a prize.
It's quite good that we got a little boy down the back that thinks he knows.
Where's that?
Right down the back here.
Right.
Just
can you just come here?
No, he doesn't. No, she's scared now. By the way, I just say, if there's anyone outside that would like to come in, there are spaces you can sit down on the front. There are no chairs, but you can always squeeze in down the front.
Let's come here. So, you see what?
I think I should actors.
Shut down the main reactor.
Shut down the main. That is very good. Wait a minute, come here.
Oh.
Yeah. Just come here. What do you think it is? Is it, what's that? Shut down the main reactors. Very good. What's that? Do you think that's right? It's nearly right. I think it. Is it? Go on.
Did you hear
that? That's right. Ah, you see. Very good. For those old nerdy people, did you hear that? They shut down the main reactors. We'll be destroyed for sure. This is madness. There'll be no escape for the princess this time. I mean, what was I talking about at the time? That's awesome. 32 years of doing that voice. Can you imagine? Anybody remember the last line? Much easier. Yes, you sir. I can see your lips moving. It's, oh no. And you remember why? Because what was his name? Organa had said, and get the protocol droids mind wiped. Oh, no. And what was lovely was Jimmy Schmitz, who was playing Organa, came to me and said, Anthony, I feel really bad, I don't want to say this line. I said, what do you mean? He said, get the protocol droids mind wiped. I have loved you for 30 years and now I'm going to destroy you. And he really meant it. And I was explaining to him that he liked 3PO as a film goer, but in the movie, robots don't have feelings. You don't care for robots. They're as boring and useful as a loudspeaker, but you don't actually, unless you're very strange, have feelings towards an object. So we did the thing, and there we are, bookends, as you say. First and last line. I never expected that to happen.
And you're actually apparently doing the voice for the new animated series for the character, aren't you?
Clone Wars. You will never escape Star Wars. We will find you, whether it's in a book, a DVD, or any other format, but especially in high definition 3D cartoon, which is actually very, very good. And even more than that, special hot off the press, about 2 weeks ago, I'm in the same studio voicing, yes, the animated animated game, computer game of the animation of Clone Wars.
Oh, wow.
I mean, how far can George take this stuff, you know what I mean?
Wow. I always thought, and maybe you might be able to confirm this for me, the man has, like, in his basement a totalizer, and every time another sale goes off, it goes ching.
No, it goes ding, 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 ding.
It's incredible. I mean, when you first got the role of that, and your agent convinced you to go, did you ever think that all these years later, 30 plus years later, you'd be standing on this stage talking about Star Wars?
At Memorabilia, no. Had I known that the zenith of my career was going to be Memorabilia in Birmingham, possibly I wouldn't have taken the role. I'm just kidding. Well, not really. But actually it's very nice because, you know, when you're in a film, there's nobody there to react, really. You don't have an audience. Really, you have a camera crew. And I always remember when we were in the Millennium Falcon cockpit, and, you know, we're going through asteroids and doing heavy asteroid terror acting, and actually the set was moving because it was built up like this, and there were scaffold poles going through, and you'd have 6 crewmen that side and 6 this, and they can jump this thing around. So we all actually were falling in the same direction, unlike on Star Trek, where sometimes they forget which way the bump is going. You know, a little unprofessional. But as we went through an asteroid field, for instance, going like this, of course what we're looking at is straight past a camera lens with people kind of going, we're doing another take before lunch. Okay, cut. And very boring. And then the camera goes the other way, over your shoulder, and you're looking at nothing, because what is George's favourite colour? Blue. Yeah. You realise, young lady, if you were on the set in that blue shirt of yours, you would be entirely naked. Oh yes, different kind of movie, obviously. What are you laughing at? Children present, right.